Hey guys, Joker here with another Korea commentary. We have Captain Jack here playing Tristana, will be the focus of this one, and he's going against Arrow from Zenix Storm on the Vayne, so it should be a nice matchup. Tristana's got a Sona, and Vayne has a Thresh. So we'll see how this one goes. Some other random things of note. See an AP mid in Italy on Captain Jack's team. And the Nidalee actually took Cleanse.
Welcome to Summoner's
And the reason for that is she's against Lysandra, who just shits out CC, so it's kind of a cool little adjustment the Nidalee made there. I've been seeing a ton of AP Nid in all these Korea games I've been watching lately. It's pretty interesting. So it looks like they went for the invade and picked off Sona. And Sona burned her flash, so it's going to put a little bit of extra pressure on their lane. And Captain Jack is known for actually being a pretty weak laner, so we'll see how that comes into play. Vayne did get an assist on that, and she was able to pick up a decent amount of gold. She only shared the, she didn't share the assist with anybody, so that's a 200 gold assist from that first blood, and she just got one potion? No, I think she got a couple potions. Yeah, she got 4 potions, so that's gonna make this lane pretty tough.
I don't bite.
Potions in itself aren't the hugest deal to deal with, especially when someone like Tristana is gonna be looking to. She's gonna win the lane. It's gonna be through a kill, but and that kill, I mean, it's gonna be through an all-in. But it still just makes the lane that much harder. And Sona not having flash is gonna be a pretty big deal as well. She'll probably just straight up die if she gets thresh hooked. And that was a nice play by the purple team. Now Captain Jack is pretty much just out of lane. That's pretty damn unfortunate. There's actually a lot of oh, they got a jungle singe, I didn't even notice that. But anyways, there's a lot of things you can do level 1 as a support, an AD duo, that I don't think people have quite taken advantage of yet. Now that jungle camps can't be taken, there's just a lot of free time, and if you don't have to give your jungler a leash, opens up a lot of possibilities for bush camping, like right here or here, stuff that you haven't really seen in a while. So they're fighting now, but blue team's in no position to fight, and I think Sona's dead here. Oh, that's a nice exhaust. Wow. They got outplayed pretty hard. Let's watch that whole one again. Watch it in slow motion, kind of just go over. So, I mean, the first thing to note is that they shouldn't have been fighting 2v2 when they're both a level down. I mean, that's just common sense. Vayne already has her silver bolt, so she gets 3 off there on Tristana. And then the fillet pulls Sona back, so Sona's dead here. She has a nice timing on her exhaust on Vayne. And Vayne looks pretty damn low there, but she has a perfect barrier. Sona gets picked off by Thresh. And Triss uses her barrier, but she doesn't have enough. Vayne has 59, she goes to the auto, gets down to 3 HP, but just wasn't quite enough. So, to be fair, the Triss going for the trade there was probably a fine play. She would have died to Thresh had she not. But the mistake was trying to 2v2 in the beginning, and now this lane is just absolutely 100% over. Tristana has 1 CS, and she's missing this entire triple wave, whereas Vayne has 1100 gold to spend. Only 16 CS, but she has 2 kills and an assist, so should be pretty brutal. We'll see, but See if Captain Jack's able to turn it around. Yeah, you see, Captain Jack was so poor when he went back. All he was able to get was boots. He didn't have a 400 for a dagger or anything like, or a longsword or anything like that. And now Sona, for some reason, thinks she can get aggressive with 30% HP. The wave is in a nice spot for the blue team, but Tristana can't hold waves where she wants them to because of her explosive shot passive. So it's definitely a temporary luxury. You see Elise is kind of waiting there, whereas Lysandra is waiting there to gank in a pink ward, so they don't know about that. Vayne should be dead here. And it's a nice turnaround for the blue team. Ooh, big plays by Thresh, but he's dead. Overall, that was good for the blue team. They got shutdowns. You saw a really nice cocoon from Elise there, right where Lysandra was going to come up, and then also a nice flash by Lysandra, but it was such a risky gank in the first place that she ended up just dying. And now the bot lane's a little bit more even. Trish went with the pickaxe, so it looks like she's going to be going for a Infinity Edge build, I guess. It's kind of a curious build when you're behind, but she might have just wanted to get some AD at all costs. And Vayne already has her Cutlass, so still behind. Gold-wise, she's about 700 behind. Not the end of the world, but it is a lot at this point in time. Maybe closer to 1,000 once all that wave is finished. About 800. Trish is actually going mid. I'm not sure why she went mid. Guess there must have been a bigger wave, but see what kind of magic Captain Jack has in him. You're going to do doubles. This is one thing if you're behind as a bot lane. You don't want to just keep trying to 2v2 and feed. You just want to try to just farm up safely. And if you're blue side, there is still an advantage as a blue side bot lane, and that's the double golems. You might not be able to get them level 1 anymore, but there's still that nice safety valve where you can go hop over there and then just sit at turret and wait for the wave to come to you. And as you see, Vayne is farming this very slowly. She wants to minimize or maximize the amount that the other duo misses by avoiding to lane 2v2. See, they go on them immediately right when they show their face in lane. I don't think they're going to be strong enough to turret dive them, but they could. Sona is only level 3, but I'm guessing they're not, unless they have a third partner in crime. Ooh. Nice play there. That's very well played by the purple team. Let's look at that again. That was pretty beautiful play. Perfectly timed Flay gets the Trist jump away, and then Vayne perfectly times her condemn to get her into turret, and they're able to kill her under turret through the barrier. Alright, let's watch this play. So here's the hook. Tries to avoid it, but Thresh hook is too strong. Vayne gets the first mark off, and the Flay rips her out of that jump. And then the tumble into the perfect condemn. And she's exhausted, Vayne is, but the silver bolts still do their full damage because they're true damage, and she gets the third one off. Barriers up that tower shot. Probably didn't need to do that, but just playing it safe. And that's that. Let's go live. See what's going on. So Triss still has just that one kill. It looks like she hasn't got anything else done. She has the 3 deaths still as well, so it looks like they've just been farming up. But as you see, she's at 31 CS at 10 minutes. This is pretty dire for them, and they're still doing this whole thing where they just wait for the wave, and that's pretty much what they have to do at this point. They can't stand up 2-2 at all at this point. So it looks like we're gonna have a nice little fight down here. We've got Singed waiting there. We got AP Nidalee roaming down. And Elise is still waiting in this bottom brush. With Elise, they might be able to get something done. Tristana is level 6, so items aren't particularly important. She's still strong at level 6 just because of her spells. As you see there, that's a ton of damage. And a nice Sona ult. So that was a great gank by Elise. Elise is very strong, does a lot of natural damage, and Tristana just still does a lot of damage early levels just because of her spells. Doesn't matter so much what item she has. So it's a little bit unfortunate that Elise got both of those kills. Triss could really abuse the extra help. As you see, she went with an Adverse Blade, and she did that just because she's so far behind that the items aren't going to really matter. They're not going to be able to win a 2v2, so at this point, she just wants to get as much gold as possible. The Adverse Blade is going to give her that GP10 plus the extra gold on each kill. She's at 1300 now. Let's see what she buys. At this point, there's no reason to, or there's no way to have any idea what she's gonna buy. Okay, so looks like she's gonna go Zeal and then go for that early what's it called? Whatever the other Zeal, Phantom Dancer. The other one is the Lightning. No, how in the hell I can't remember the name right now, but the one that builds with the Adverse Blade. I've always kind of found it kind of interesting that people get that Adverse Blade as if it's gonna make a difference if you're gonna rush it into an item anyways. Get you like an extra 50 gold or something. 138. So it looks like because of those ganks and their safe play, Triss and Sona are kind of surviving right now. I mean, they're still down quite a bit of CS, but Vayne and Thresh are trying to bully a little bit, and it's not quite working. So there's some jungle roaming action going on. Ooh. Nice roam by Chen. Looks like they want to group and push a mid turret.
Unstoppable.
Uh-oh, the Vayne snowball is coming. No, I don't know. Blue team still seems to be in good shape, but Vayne will be their biggest threat. 6-2 Vayne now, the 100 CS. And she's got 2100 gold to spend, so she's gonna be a little bit scary.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And now they're counter pushing this, and they should be able to get this. This Shen is strong, but I don't think he's strong enough to just dive in there 1v4. So, we got the jungle Sin chasing down Trist. I don't think he can do a whole lot to her. And she has barrier up, so he's gonna die. Uh-oh. Oh, nice Shen ult. Nice Karthus ult, then a nice Shen ult. But that was Singe being an idiot for the most part. Don't want to feed the Triss that's been getting stomped all game, give her kills. And they wasted a Karthus ult, which Karthus ult has a crazy long cooldown early in the game. It's not just oops if you waste it and don't get a kill. That thing should be saved for guaranteed kills. So now 1900 gold on Captain Jack. I almost think he's gonna go BF sword boots. Yep, called that. Yeah, he wants to get that IE now that he's so close. Meanwhile, Vayne finished her blade, got a zeal. She has her finished boots as well. She is strong, but her team is not. That should be a kill. Oh, flash. Ooh. So Vayne did pick up the support kill after burning her flash, but she gave a free shutdown to Tristana. A little bit too greedy there. She got Sona's flash. She should have just backed off, but bloodthirsty Vayne. And now Triss is in just great shape. She gets that shutdown, already back at 700 gold. She's going to have that IE by the time she goes back. And now that Avarice Blade's actually been ticking pretty well. Over 300 gold earned from it now. So her team carried her a bit, but Captain Jack's still in the game, and he's not known for a laner. He's known to be a good late game carry, so hopefully we get to see some magic from him. Ooh, Sin's just so low. Ooh. Vayne's into the game too now. This is a really scrappy fight. Vayne gets a shutdown. Triss gets the Vayne. Triss gets the Karthus. And Italy gets the Karthus. But blue team wins the fight. This is a 2 for 3. Although the Elise died at the beginning, but they also wounded these two pretty hard. Definitely won the fight. They're thinking Baron here, but they walked by a ward. I think it should be obvious if they're doing it. Executed from Italy. Even fucking top level Korean players can die to Baron, I guess. But I think they have this actually. The least is Smite. Singe is level 10, so she has 2 levels on him on Smite. Should be pretty much guaranteed. Yep. That was a sloppy cocoon she threw there. Soul ult gets Vayne, and Vayne just fucking blows up. back to Captain Jack. Where is he? Okay. So he must have a ton of gold. 2100, okay. So he'll be able to finish out IE. And as you see, 7776. So he's almost caught up to the Vayne now. And that's a few mistakes on Vayne's part, and also just the rest of her team kind of failing her a little bit, but just shows that was a really, really dire start for Tristana and Sona, and now they're ahead in gold, I would say. After the dragon, yep. So it just shows you don't have to completely give up as a bot lane, even if things go really bad. It's probably the biggest lesson to take away from this game. It's not over yet though. 6k gold lead, but they do have an 8 kill Vayne. And with a champion like Karthus and Lysandra, you can get really good engages and still win the game.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So Elise died again. Looks like Lysandra ult secured that one. Now they're chasing after Sona, who's pretty much dead. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, she gets away. And they're going to take advantage of that foolish chase. Oh, nice Nidalee spear. Almost got the kill there. Karthus had to flash. Nice Tristol there. Vayne clean it up. Oh, this is such a crazy game. Static shit, that's the name I was fucking looking for. Is Elise able to get the turret? I really doubt it. Get some good damage down, about half. So Triss fought that pretty well. She died from a Karthus Q, but got a couple kills. Now 6 kills, 10 assists. She's got IE, Static Shiv, and a Cutlass. Working towards that Rune King, and probably a Last Whisper somewhere in there. Meanwhile, Vayne has her Phantom Dancer done now. She's got a Negatron. And a Longsword, probably working towards that Last Whisper. Gold-wise, Triss is actually ahead by about 400. And team gold wise, blue team's up about 8k, which is pretty big lead. But as you saw, that last fight was pretty crazy, and purple team has enough damage in them to win a fight if things go their way. So not over yet, I would say. But this Shen is pretty damn tanky. He's got his Visage, Sunfire combo as well as a Warden's Mail already. That's some nice turret damage done by Triss there. She took a little bit in return, but she got some good life still now with that Cutlass, so. Don't necessarily want to hook in the Shen.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Oh, they picked off Trish. Shit, my bad. I'll go back. Too busy screwing with the... So what happened here? Oh, that's just a fail. Sin just walked up and fucking flipped her. And this could end really bad for the blue team. We've lost our 80 carry for free, and now they're all running, but you can't really run from Lysandra Vayne. Looks like Shen will get away, as well as Sona. And big plays by the Elise there, but she still trades. No, Kartha's TPing in to continue this push. I think that was kind of a waste of a TP. They had that turret anyways, and they weren't going to get both. Might get both, I doubt it though. Thresh dies, and now things are turning around again. So the lead is down to 5k. Vayne hasn't bought yet, it looks like. 1500 to spend when she does buy, so she's close to that last whisper. I'm guessing that's what she's frantically trying to farm up. It's like 1800 from where she's at. But they started Baron. It looks like they got Baron. So Vayne gets jumped on by Shen. She escapes, it looks like. Triss is kind of just trying to peel off the Karthus. And now they're both low, so they're sitting in kind of safe zones. Triss is going to feel comfortable to go back in now, but she's probably going to die to Karthus ult. She would have if it was up. And Vayne just kind of had to run. So that was a 4 for none actually. And despite Captain Jack's little failure on that Singed flip, it looks like blue team will put this away right here. Or maybe not quite here, but they're gonna get at least one Nexus turret. Now they probably can finish with Vayne dead. Another kill for Trist. Barely. Oh, the last Q gets her. She tunneled on that Nexus. So I guess the game won't quite end, but it's more or less over at this point. I'll go back so we can see those last few kills. But here's the actual final fight. Oh, no, that was just what already happened. And there's the couple kills there. Build-wise, Triss finished her Rune King and got a QSS. Meanwhile, Vayne got that last Whisper. They haven't quite closed it out yet. Open Nexus and the inhib is still down. Triss is picking up red. That QSS is going to be nice against Lysandra ult and Lysandra root, and it's also just going to give her some nice MR against the Karthus Singed Lysandra combo. Actually, the QSS won't be nice against Lysandra considering it's a broken. There's a bug there, but It's nice in theory against Lissandra.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Gets a nice auto off on Vayne. So Trish at this point is a very strong AD carry, one of the strongest, probably her and Kog'Maw, just because her range is so high. And then her Q steroid is just such a strong, she's actually probably the best at taking down towers just because of her Q steroid. She can just sit from such a safe distance and just pound on that tower. She actually got flipped again. I don't know how the hell this keeps happening, but they weren't able to take advantage of it, and it looks like ooh. Okay. So who lives? Vayne, Lissandra, and they got Nidalee, Elise. Oh, they got 4 up, so that should be game. And that was a very nice route by Elise. Trish finishes Vayne off, and that'll do it. That's GG. So, interesting game there. Kind of back and forth, but I would say that purple or the blue team's other lanes carried them. There's one thing to take away from that. It's just going to have to be never give up just because your early lane goes terribly. You never know what can happen. You can get good ganks off. You can just come back for their nice plays. They can get cocky and dive. And as you saw there, one of the worst starts an AD lane can possibly have, and they came back and won.